Well, today's priority's been taken care of. Went and voted. Hopefully we get that cackling bitch out of there. Yes, I voted for Trump. If anybody hasn't figured that out yet, I'm pretty sure most of you have. Uh, Quite a bit bigger line than I thought it would be. I figured going over mid-morning would be a good time. Well, it took me 20 minutes just to get into the door. And when I got into the line and got up to the registration table there, it was 45 minutes. And I don't know if it's all precincts here in Pennsylvania operate the same. Where I vote and here in Erie County, Pennsylvania. So hopefully I'm helping Pennsylvania turn. When you go in, you go up the table, usually they have, this is the first year I've seen them do this. They used to have the big books. You give them your name, they look it up, and they verify the information. They didn't ask for ID. I seen first-time voters, and thank God I'm not a first-time voter, because about 4 times I heard, first-time voter, yay! And what it was mostly General McLean's high school's volleyball team. It's nice that they get to take a day off from school to go vote. I guess they did that because I heard the one girl talking to somebody at 3 o'clock. They were leaving for a game in Pittsburgh. I think that's what she said, but they had a game at 3 o'clock. So they let them out of school to go vote. Hopefully they voted right. But this year they had everything on, basically touchpad, iPad type thing. Give them your name, she typed it in, pulls up your information, they ask, verified, asked my date of birth, my address up, and everything was right. Then they flip the screen over, and you take one of them soft-tipped pens, and you sign your name on it. Now, before this, it was in the book, and you signed the book. Then it prints out this paper with all that information and an ID number. Then you go to the next station, and they hand you it's a paper ballot. We had 8 votes this year between president, attorney general, treasurer, state representative, United States representative. We had Casey and Kelly. I didn't vote for Casey either. And they explain all that. It goes into a folder. You go over to a polling place. They give you a pen, and you got to circle your dots. Just like when you took the competency test, if you're my age when you were in school, you had to do them tests, A, B, C, and mark down. Then after you're done, you put it back in the folder. You go over to the next station, and they have 3 ballot machines. And you take the ballot, and they take that folder, and they hide it so they can't see. And then you feed your ballot into the machine. It goes through there, sits there in process, and she says when you hear it clunk, then your voting's done. And there's a counter on there. I was at the second machine. I was number 183. That seems kind of low. If they open, I don't know when polls open, 7 or 8 o'clock. I got there, well, I didn't vote until about 11 o'clock. I got there at 10:25. It was about 11 o'clock when I voted. We're in that range. So if that machine only had 183, and these two, they maybe use these other 2 machines more, maybe, I don't know, but if there's only 600 people voted, but there had to have been 70, 80 people ahead of me before I got there, because where I was took 45 minutes to get up there, and when I left the line was longer, so it's at least an hour line there when I left. So that's done. I figured get that out of the way. Nice day here, breezy. I bet this corn might be down to 17% today. Maybe I should wait until later this week, and maybe I won't have to pay any drying, but that's the next job here we're going to do. We're going to go start shelling some corn. So like I say, we're going to try this day. Right now I'm going to run the wagon out to the field, and I'm going to shell 1 load if I can. I figured might as well do it today because I'm going to have some learning curve on this again. I'm going to probably have to play around adjusting this more than I did the last time. Last time I hardly do anything. It shelled it out good, had good cobs going out back, nothing going on the ground. And that was 2 years ago. The corn I shelled in July, that was 13%. So, but this should just do as good. I got the wagon should be all ready. Painted the inside yesterday, that's all dry. Had to go steal one of my draw pins off a silage wagon because I love these pins. God, I love these pins. Yeah, I think they're called Sherlocks. You can get these at Shoop. This is a 7/8 pin, and that's why I had to go get this wagon. I got one on the hay rake I use. It's a 3/4. And then most of the stuff, like on the tractor, this is a pin I've been pulling it around with. But most of them that's an inch pin. But I don't have to worry about losing those safety hitches or anything in the corn stalks. Good pins. I mean, I bet I've been using that pin for 5 years now. They're just good, solid pins. But I don't know if I'm going to video this opening parts or not. Right now, I'm going to take this wagon out to the field. I'm going to back, hook that up, oil the chains, grease that one grease fitting I got yet, make sure everything's turning. And then I'm probably going to make that first round before I worry about trying to video any of it. What I'd like to do, I'm going to decide whether I want to sacrifice, because I don't know how much I'll run it down. I would love to cut off that lower side by the road from that tree down and shell that, see how much I get. Because that's, like I said, this corn I had 2 different treated, and what's on the lower side of the road, what's around the field and that lower up to that tree is the bag of corn without that treatment on it. Everything else in that field was planted, had the treatment on it. So I would like to keep them separate and try to figure out roughly how much per acre. It's going to screw me up these end rows on this load to screw it up anyhow, but to get an idea, if I'm picking 30 rows on this load and get a load and I go on the other stuff and pick 24 rows, well then I know maybe it's worth the extra money. So we're going to do that. So hopefully I get a little bit of footage of that here sometime today. I gotta remember too to go get the book out of the truck. So if I have any questions about setting, because there's setting the fan and setting the shelling bed in there. So it's just a matter of seeing what the corn looks like coming out the back, and we go from there. Thing recording? Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. Too much of a glare, can't see if it kicked on or not. Well, this is the first 2 rows. And that's one nice thing. It drops all the cobs in one spot, so it's pretty easy to find them. Seems to be cleaning them off. It's going to be small ears, and this being the outside rows, that might shell a little bit better anyhow, because this is getting all the wind right now. This is probably drier than anything else. Problem is too much grass. I don't think there's anything corn. Too much grass ready to see if any corn's going through, but I think the only way corn to be going through is if I'm overloading it. I guess it's safe to go around. I started at that far corner, so if I had any problems, I'm still out here in the open. This is the corner I should have started at. It's where the starting rows are. But I did that one year chopping corn, and I got down there corner and it was too wet. And I couldn't make the turn. I had a hell of a time getting out of there without running much corn down. And like I said, this is where the cobs come out. Well, this is gonna be a first. I haven't even looked in the wagon yet. Well, that's the other thing. If I'm getting any corn on the ground, I'm almost gonna say it's blowing it out from the spout up there. It is pretty damn windy. I think, looks of it here. We'll see how it's landing in the wagon here. I think I'm gonna have to move that tongue of head a hole. Well, we'll see how much we get for 2 rows. There's 2 rows. But you gotta remember too, that's outside rows basically. Deer probably been working this a little bit, stubby here. I don't expect it. Some areas are gonna be better than that. And I was probably at least a third to halfway down before corn started coming out the auger, so. But I do think I'm gonna shorten that rope up, bring that down a little more. It seems to be going to the back of the wagon. That's no big deal, just a matter of, well, there ain't even any tension on it anyhow. Just gotta shorten this chain up so it pulls that spout down some. So I'm gonna do that and make a round around, and then I'll be back. Well, so far everything's going good. This is the last end row. So I took 8 off of this side, 6 off that end. There really is nothing on these ends. It might add up to 1 row's worth, 2 maybe, but it seems to be shelling pretty damn good. One row of cobs in it. There's some. Okay, these are in the end. Nubby stuff. There's better corn on that other side of the field. How come it's so damn hard to find any cobs right now? There go this row. So it seems to be doing good. Last time I stopped, I did find some corn on the ground. And I think I know where it's coming from. I just don't know what the hell's causing it. Getting the corn buildup back here into the fan. And I don't know why. I don't know, like I said, corn's a little bit better on the other end. Did I overload it and it's pushing it out the wrong way? I geared down some. That's what I got so far. Like I say, it ain't going to be yielding too good, but should be able to get a wagon loaded tonight. So I say, I put, so you can see that corn right there. I can't see anywhere why it's getting in back that far. It does seem to be holding back on the sieves in here. I put the fan and the air more back this way. It's supposed to create an air pocket so the corn floats. So I thought, well, if I put it more back here, get some of this off this end. And I think it did help some, but I figured, well, I'll just put some duct tape here for now to keep that corn from falling out. If anything, they say it should shuttle back. If it falls into the fan, then the fan will blow it back up in there. So it should recover it. I mean, it ain't a whole hell of a lot I've seen on the ground, but it is sifting through. So we're going to see what that does. So I'm going to finish opening this up. Like I said, I don't know what to do, whether to try to split this field somewhere or piss around, drive all the way around. I mean, it's quite a ways down there. But one way or another, I'm going to get this wagon loaded tonight, so I'll probably back a little bit of footage of that. Well, I guess I won't drag this out any longer. Everybody probably wants to see the sheller going. This is going to be the last round. I'll show this here today, and then Still got more corn, so I can make more video. But it's gonna be the last round. I'm hoping I got a third of it. You guys can argue it out in the comments whether this side and that side, when you see how much I got when I go across the end, whether I'm picked more than a third of this already. I'm hoping there's going to be 2 more loads, and there's a good chance because corn's getting better as I get to the inside here. This side feels a little bit poorer, but it is getting more consistent as I get in here. Like I say, the first probably 10 rows on the end there was really next to nothing. You've seen what I had for the first 2 rows. Then I decided to piss on it. I'm not going to split this. Takes me extra time, like I say, at most. I'm hoping to get 2 more loads this size. I'm afraid it's not going to quite do it. What I might end up doing, if I can dump with my dump trailer, I'm pretty sure they got a pit over here. What I might do is the last bit of this corn, part of a load, I'll dump it on that dump trailer. Then I'll go down to my cousin's, and hopefully there's more in the load down there. And I can pick a load, take that over, and then finish up and put that on the dump trailer and take that over. That will be the ideal. Right now I'm getting to the point where I'm about out of that corn that didn't have the seed treatment. I think I got them 4 rows inside here yet after these 2. Which rows am I? Almost to a good spot. That spot right over there is an area I couldn't plant through. But I got through it with this big load on it. You see this area here, it's a wet area. That rain there right after I planted, so a lot of this probably just drowned it out. But like I say, it gets better ground up there, and you'll see once I get in here, how much better the corn is. So where the ground's drier, it's doing way better. Way gooder. How about that? Like twice the year on this side. Yeah, hopefully, as windy as hot it was today, maybe hopefully this dried to another point. It's got down to 16 or 17. I think this was 18.4 yesterday. So that'll save me probably another 10-15 cents. But you can see, compared with the other side, I mean, there's still small ears. But it's doing a pretty good job. And either had not as much corn come through as I thought it was. I do think I gotta get another piece of tape here. But it seems to be doing what I planned on. You know, there's some corn dropping out there. So I'll probably get another piece of tape there. But I think it's doing what I thought, hoping it would do, is drive it back into the fan and blow it back in there. Pretty good load. I say I might end up picking 2 more by the time I level this off. This will give me an idea what size box this is. It'll probably just about fill it almost even if I pick 2 more rows on the way down. So like I say, between this and the other, is that a third of the field and I still got 2/3 left? If I got more than 2/3 left, I got more than 2 of these loads left, so. And that's what I'm hoping, at least that much. Yeah, let me get down here. And a few kernels there. And like I say, you're not going to get them all. Two there, 1 there, 2 there. Yeah, a few. Yes, I'm not sure if it might be more butt shelling, or I don't think it's doing much of that. Yeah, like I say, sifting out a hole somewhere. But I guess that's what all the big BTOs want to see. The whole cob coming out, cleaned off. So I'm satisfied with that. So, well, I guess I'm gonna head up home, go get the other tractor to pull this up with. I'm gonna let this sit here out in the field tonight on the picker. And I don't think it's supposed to rain tonight, but I'm gonna get this pushed in high into the feed alley. Ideally, if I dared pull this with the truck, I could take it with me tomorrow morning when I go to the chiropractor, because the chiropractor and him are 2 miles apart. It's on my way. Or, like my plan is to take it over to the tractor, because I really don't like jerking the truck around that much. So maybe I'll drive the tractor to the chiropractor. Who knows? But that's a good first day, so thanks for watching. And we'll catch up with you later. Hopefully I can get a couple more videos of this.